right, what's going on, everybody? Gabby Card Stacks here. Small quantity of sales, but a pretty nice dollar amount. So let's run through it. Should be pretty quick, but I've been yapping lately, so let's just get right into it. So first one, the smallest one, Will Shepard, Bowman Best, gold to 50. I was buying Will Shepard up when he transferred to Colorado. I've mentioned it in a lot of videos. I feel like Colorado, they've got so many weapons. I don't think that they're all going to be, 800 to 1,000 yard receivers, but I think over time they're all going to have a big game. I could see Will Shepard going for 150 yards and 2 touchdowns. LeJontay Wester is going to get 180. Travis is going to have a huge game, so on and so forth. So was buying into it. Don't love the transfer jersey. Again, Vandy to Colorado. Very similar, but I think it kind of eliminates half the, me personally, if a guy transfers to Arizona but is in another college jersey, unless he's like a superstar or just I love the way he plays, I'm probably not buying it for my PC. So that's my thought process. Maybe, I know there are other people who collect transfers and they just like the memento, right? They want to remember the player and they were part of that team. But for me, So kind of more of the prospecting side, in my opinion. That's just how I've always kind of viewed it. I do buy his Sage autos because it's unlicensed, and I kind of like that, and Leaf and all those other ones just because it's black and gold, very similar to Colorado. Nonetheless, I got an offer for, what did I say, 10 bucks? 12? I think it was 10. Just wanted to get rid of it. I'm in the money on Will Shepard. He's not someone that I need to prospect and get right. So I just thought, you know what, I'll help the algorithm get this sale, get this layup going, clear one card out of my Zion case. It's dangerously full. I need to list a ton of cards. You'll probably see this video Tuesday or Wednesday, I think. And I'm going to start listing a ton of cards. I'm going to be grinding all of 4th of July weekend and everything. So that'll be fun. Going to be listing a ton of stuff. So hopefully that helps the algorithm, gets more sales going. But 10 bucks on this, I'm not going to hold out. And that's kind of the theme of this. I'm not going to hold out for an extra $5 and wait another month or two, when I can sell it for 15 or even 20. I think this was the next card, technically in order. Spencer Rattler, Bowman University, first year, 2021. So it is all the unlicensed stuff, but Spencer just hasn't had an appearance in any products related to Bowman since then. During the whole pre-draft process, I felt like he was one of those guys all of last season, that NFL Rookie Watch or all of those hype Twitter accounts where they always have the quotes, right? They're very annoying, but I think it generates a lot of buzz, a lot of interest. So it is, something that I follow, to be honest. Nonetheless, with Spencer Rattler, I just felt like he was always that, electrifying athlete, number one quarterback prospect or one of the top quarterback prospects in the 2018 or 19 class. I just always kind of tracked him. Terrible offensive line at South Carolina. So who knows? It's hard to gauge, but kind of has Patrick Mahomes comps, I guess, in terms of what a ceiling could be. I bought into it. I do think it was pretty low floor at the time. So this was from probably Senior Bowl, the actual game. I think I bought it right after for 60. Listed it for 200. I was going to grade it. It had a very, very small dimple somewhere. You probably can't even see it through the top loader, but it was somewhere over here. And I think it did have some whiting on the corners. I think you can see that through the top loader, maybe not. So I don't think I would have 9'd that PSA, and I don't think that's going to bring a whole lot of value for this. It would have taken a long time. I probably should have graded it by the time I got it to be ready for the draft. I don't know, who knows, but adding an extra 20 bucks into it for a 9, maybe I could have gotten an extra 10, 15, 20 bucks out of it, but just not worth it for me with it knowing that it's going to 9 or having a feeling, I guess. Maybe it could 10, but even the SGC special, even at a 9.5, not for me, but I did consider it. So happy to get out of it. I have tons. I have 2 green autos. I've got a ton on ComC, base, refractors, paper. I'm very heavily invested in Spencer Rattler. I did sell the one of one gold leaf the other week. I was out of town, so 2 weeks ago for 150. So that was a good sale. Basically, I've kind of paid for all my Spencer Rattler at this point with the prices I had. Next one, Travis Hunter here, refractor auto. I got this from Shane. He hit it in a break. Bought this in a green Shedeur Sanders auto. I don't remember the exact price I paid for it. That was a long time ago, closer to release. Travis Hunter, I do think is one of the better buys. I think his stuff has really kind of hit a floor. Maybe not now because I have noticed people starting to buy him up. I just think for the highlight reel and the plays that you're going to get out of him, he's going to be on the SportsCenter top 10. He's going to be on all the highlights, right? So I think that's really going to play a factor into his card market, of course. I think he'll probably be a top 15 pick. Just his versatility, his athleticism, I think somebody's going to fall in love with him. But I do think he will probably not have a great draft or a great combine. A lot of concerns about like his 40 time and just kind of that, I guess, the true speed, I guess. He's got all the agility, elusiveness, playmaking ability, but I think that speed, he's never like run a 40. It's something very, if you kind of take a deep dive into it, like he avoids the question a lot, I guess. So I don't know, interesting to watch, but plays much faster than he actually is, I guess. So I don't remember how much I paid for this. I would have to go back and track. I mean, probably like 100-ish, 120. I had this listed for 200. Someone sent an offer for 120. I just decided to take it. A lot of the comps, PSA 9s, RAWs, doing 100 to 125. A PSA 8, I think, did like 80. I'm like, you know what? I do believe in Travis Hunter. I think it'll rise. I think he's going to be a guy to watch, a guy to buy into. I've been buying a ton of his stuff. I've got probably 7 or 8 copies of his gold shimmers, gold sapphires, true golds. I'm fine getting out of this piece right now, to be honest. So just recycling of funds. And my point with this was, I could have probably held out for 150. I think the next cheapest was like 180 or 200, right where I was. But with the 9 comps and just raw comps, it made sense. It was right there. I'm not going to wait another month or two to try and get an extra $25. I'll just recycle that money. I haven't been having a lot of sales lately, so just trying to get that money into something else. Time to put it to work. So that's my thought process there. $125 there. And then this one as well. This I actually had the offer for first. Gold, true gold, PSA 9, 30 of 50. Bought this, I think, for $65-ish in a lot, maybe up to 75. I don't remember. Again, probably need to have better record keeping, but I'm more of a money in, money out guy. Nonetheless, I had this for 120. I think I had like 15 watchers, and I would send offers all the time for 100, 105, kind of in that area. I like to send at like 110 to 105 just to kind of net a little under 100. It just makes math a little bit easier. Got an offer straight up for 95, first offer. Thought about it. I was looking at other comps. His stuff is wildly all over the place when it comes to comps. There was a gold sapphire PSA 10 that did like 160. I thought that kind of favored me. There was also an 8. It was from the PSA vaults. I don't really know how it works, but that was like 60-ish. And then some raws were doing about 60 to 70. So I was like, all right, it's a 9. I just don't know how much of a boost I'm going to get on a PSA 9. Gold, color match, I get it. And a lot of my copies are probably 9s, probably pretty rough, maybe some 8s even. So with that, I was like, you know what? I could hold out for 110, 105, right? But it's just not worth it. I will just go ahead and move on, just get my money back. So I think in total, that's 130, 140, is that? Wait, no, hold on. 95, 200, 225, 235, 300, 340. 340 in the available funds that'll get hit in a week or so. I like keeping that balance. I personally like having eBay hold my funds for a week. It just kind of makes me more motivated to sell or send out offers when I see, my payout this week is $539. I'm like, great, that's something to look forward to, as opposed to just constantly getting hit with, $82 here, 100. I like getting it all at once. I don't know, personal preference, but that's everything. A lot of Colorado, actually, now that we think about it. Travis Hunter, Will Shepard, EA College Football. A lot of people are angry about them being a top 25 team, top offense. Wham, 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 womp, womp. They've got a lot of high-level players. They're anchored by 2 players, 2 high 95 pluses. I understand. The people arguing probably can't name, half of a starting lineup for all these teams, so it is what it is. But that's everything. A little over 300. Pretty solid mail day, or outgoing mail day. Gonna package this up, get it rolling. You'll see this in a day or two, and I'll be putting more up on my eBay store, and then of course been buying a ton, so you'll be seeing way more mail videos. That is all. I've been yapping enough. If you enjoyed, drop a like, leave a comment, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video. Peace.